Hey, beautiful people. How many of you are feeling anxious? If fear is rising to the surface right now, you are not alone. And importantly, you're doing nothing wrong. I'm right in it with you. That churned up feeling, that feeling that you have in the pit of your stomach, the one you can't quite name or shake, I'm feeling some of that too. And the message that keeps coming through is there is a lot of psychic discharge moving through right now. The message coming through again and again is this, that we collectively are purging, especially as we close out a huge cycle of time. And what this purge often feels like is fear. It's like energetically, when I feel into what is going on within the collective, when I kind of look for that root, I kind of lean right into the fabric of it. What I'm feeling as a signature, as an essence of that collective discharge, that collective noise, that energy that is like a tide moving through all of it, is what I'm feeling right in the root, right at the foundation, right at its essence. Is it is feeling like fear, like old material, things that we may have pushed down, locked away, because we had to be solid, we had to be strong, and we had to survive. Feelings that may have been buried for many, many years. And some of that stuff, it can feel edgy. It can feel like a little freaky and if not scary. But remember this, hear this. You don't have to fully understand what is coming up, where it's coming from, or even why. If insights arrive, then beautiful. But you don't need clarity for release to happen. It helps. It can be insightful. But you don't need clarity for release to happen. And sometimes the awareness of what you've just released comes. It can come through dreams. It can come through. I know so many people that are showering and suddenly the epiphany. I find that interesting because when you kind of look at it from an energetic point of view, you look at the somatic response we have and the relationship that we have with water, there could be well, I know there's something in that. All right, so if insight arrives, beautiful, but we do not need clarity for release to happen. What's rising can move and will move. It will dissolve and it will alchemize without you grasping it. I think the most important thing right now is gentleness. Hold yourself softly. And I can hear this response in the collective. I don't know how. I think that is a really, really important conversation. It's giving yourself permission to not be perfect, giving yourself permission to be vulnerable, giving yourself permission to discern who and what soothes, holds, nurtures, allows you to feel safe to be completely yourself. So the most important thing right now is gentleness, to hold yourself softly. There's something I saw the other day with a lovely teacher, guide, spirit, changing the language. as they said, we're in a whole new paradigm. I saw in another beautiful guide here rather than there, who said, you know, something you can do, something you can say if it feels right, out loud, with heart and grace. You're saying it out loud, you kind of intentionalize it. Something you can say out loud, higher self, come in here, break apart and flush through all that I'm holding that is not mine and no longer serves me. Higher self, come in here, break apart and flush through all that I'm holding that is not mine and no longer serves me. You can do that with a candle. So you light the candle, maybe you hold the candle, you charge the candle, you light the candle, you say those words, then you're intentionalizing the light to illuminate and to clear and to shine a light on what no longer serves you. Really simple, powerful weaving there, and in a way that is a really powerful form of magic. Then the key is allowing with grace for the debris, that's another word they're using quite often lately, for the debris to move through you. And then also leaning into salt baths, cold showers, walks in the rain. Right, there's a theme there again around water. Right, water's very soothing, healing. So salt baths, cold showers, really powerful practice, that one. Walks in the rain, simple, nourishing medicine. All the simple cleansing things that clear the field. You know, there is a lot of fear releasing from the collective, and fear that has been deeply imprinted, because the thing is, we've been held in its swamp for a long time. Right? The narratives that are fed into the collective, held into the collective, something spirit called the swamp, have been fear-based for a really long time. But we are in final sways of a cycle, and something is loosening, something is unraveling, something is unlocking. So trust what you're moving through, trust what is being stirred in your life, to remember to pause, to breathe, to rest, and then you will become. And above all else, allow it to move. And movement is important in moving this stuff too. Hence why Spirit suggests walking in the rain. There's so many people that have gone for a walk in the rain and said, I just felt so tearful, I had a really big cry. And then I felt peaceful. There's a chemical reaction, by the way, when we cry. So above all else, allow it to move. That is alchemy, soul alchemy. It's immense, but it's essential to reach where your soul is leading you. We trust that, for the fire is lit. Imolk has arrived, and the fire horse, its hooves are stirring and they're beginning to spark. As always, sending you all so much love. Keep shining.